So the other day we looked at Gardevoir and we found out that she's not going to be nearly what we needed, so we're going to have to trade her off. Now, this Lucario was the one that I thought from the start was going to be a PSA 10 contender, but we're going to go ahead and put it under the microscope and find out. I am going to be a little bit tender with these because these scratch really easily. I'm keeping them in the sleeves. Not only do they scratch really easily, but also they're very expensive cards. All right, so we're going to start off here by looking at all the corners and all the edges, and I will tell you right away, the cut on this one is really good. The cut on Gardevoir was a little iffy. The corners were fantastic, but the centering was slightly problematic on Gardevoir. With this one, the centering is fantastic. The corners look immaculate. I really feel, at least on initial inspection, this is a good PSA 10 contender. I would be beyond shocked if it didn't get a PSA 10 based on what I've seen so far. And you can see right here, this is about, give or take, about a 10 times zoom. It looks wonderful. But we got to look at the back, too. Now, it looks like there's a little whitening in that corner, but I think that's just the light. I'll be honest with you. When it's not magnified, the corner looks, I mean, as good as this one right here. I really think it was the lighting. So at first glance here, you can see all the ridges in the foil look fantastic. There's no major, like at least with Gardevoir, you can see right away that there were a couple of scratches in the foil. So zooming in a little bit, you can see this kind of star pattern right here. And you'll notice that in Gardevoir, it was slightly off center by like a millimeter. You couldn't really tell with the naked eye, but the star pattern was ever so slightly off. Here it is just perfectly centered. Now we are zoomed in a lot here. This is a very detailed zoom. And once we get this close, you actually start to see some scratches in the foil. It's really only on this incredibly close, I guess, diagnosis. But even in these kind of relief areas of the print, it looks fantastic. It's really only in the thicker portions of the gold here. Now, this portion over here is about where Gardevoir had her scratches, and you will see a few on Lucario, but when we zoom out, when we hold the card up and we, are just taking a surface level, I guess, assessment of it, you don't see any of them, and they don't look as deep as the Gardevoir scratches look. The other thing I will warn you is these gold cards are really hard to AI grade, but I'm using an online AI grader. This one seems to be probably one of the most accurate ones I've seen, honestly. So it says the surface is a 9.5, which I could probably agree with on that. But centering's a 9, I don't know about all that. And holographic is a 10, I will agree with that as well. You know what? Honestly, I still feel confident in this despite everything we've seen here. But y'all sound off in the comments. Let me know what you guys think this is going to grade. I'll send it off for a pretty fast service, but PSA is a little slow right now, so it'll probably be mid-December before we see it back.